Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's a review of AEW Dynamite and AEW Rampage. The week commencing the 7th of October if you are in the UK, because it's usually delayed. So it starts with the Elite versus the Private Party and Shibata. Really good match. But in the end, surprisingly, Private Party get the victory. Congratulations to them. Then we have Statlander fronted on by Camille. So let's see what happens there. Then we have Camille versus some lady. Obviously, Camille gets the victory. Then we have Queen Aminata versus Harley Cameron, and Queen Aminata gets the victory. Acclaim call out MXM Collection and Conglomerates in the main event versus Learning Tree, and Conglomerates get the victory. So congratulations to them. Then it goes on to Dynamite. So Dynamite starts with John Moxley calling out Bryan Danielson, says he has to be taken out, and Bryan Danielson basically he's taken over and he's going to take out Bryan Danielson at Wrestle Dream. Bryan Danielson says he's not in his last match on Dynamite and he's not going anywhere and he's coming for Claudio. Then Darby Allin comes out, calls out Brody King. Darby goes quite deep on Brody King. Darby says he was the one that got Brody King a job to where he can buy people houses and he has job security. And Brody basically says Darby Allin is a liability, and they brawl. Then Don Callis talks to Jake the Snake about purchasing Lance Archer. So I think that's his new manager. Danny Garcia turns up to the building. Then in our matches, we have Hologram versus Commander. Really good match. Go and watch it. But in the end, Hologram gets the victory. So he's on a 13 match win streak, and then they're both attacked by Rouge the Beast and co, because they're now managed by Jake the Snake Roberts. Then we have Mark Briscoe calling out Chris Jericho for speaking about his brother, and he said he's going to hurt him. Then Daniel Garcia comes out, says he's one of the best wrestlers in the world and he's staying in AEW, so it looks like he signed a contract extension and he's going to change everything. And he wants titles now. Then we see Swerve Strickland training and getting ready, I think, for his comeback. Let's see when he comes back. Then Mercedes Moné is fired up and ready to face Emi Sakura. Then we have a four-way match. So it's Willow versus Saraya versus Jamie Hayter versus Nyla Rose. The winner gets a shot at Morame at Wrestle Dream. And in the end, Willow gets the victory. I think it wasn't meant to be Britt Baker versus Willow. But I hope Britt Baker's all right. I'm not sure why she's not there. Then the Learning Tree give Rocky Romero some advice about how to conduct himself. So let's see what happens there. Then we have Jay White, Bang Bang Gang against some guy. Jay White gets the victory, and then Jay White calls out for Hangman Adam Page for a match at Wrestle Dream. So let's see what happens there. Then we have Hook not happy about obviously what's happened to his dad, but then he runs into Christian Cage and the patriarchy, and he gives him a bit of advice. Then Willow calls out Mariah May after pushing Mariah May on the floor. So let's see what happens there. Then we have Mercedes Moné, the CEO. I don't know why I'm doing that. I don't have any rings on my finger. Versus Emi and Sakura for both her titles on the line. Really good match, but in the end, Mercedes Moné gets the victory. Then Stokely talks to Private Party, but Private Party are very fired up, so let's see what happens there. Then Will Ospreay comes out, basically calls out Tanoski and wants answers from Don Callis. Did he tell Tanoski to interfere in his match? Don Callis comes out and goes, yes, he did interfere, told him to do that, and then they fall out. Will Ospreay said they're done, and then a big brawl breaks out. Tanoski comes out and so does Ricochet. Then we have the Top Flight in the back arguing about what's been happening lately in their career. Then we have Jack Perry calling out Shibata. So let's see what happens there. And then in the main event of the evening, it's Bryan Danielson and Wheeler Yuta versus Claudio and Pac in a really good match. Go and watch it. But in the end, yes, Bryan Danielson gets the victory.